Hey guys! So, I've come up with my next idea. So, I have this bucket, I'm going to show y'all, full of scrap yarn. And if you've been watching my channel, some things I make are like snakes. Some I might get wheel tops. Some of them I might get little, like, this will be for like platypus tails. I probably won't do tails. I'll probably do a couple of lapras shells with this. Just because. But like this is perfect for a wheel. But I've got just a big round variety of stuff in here. Plus I have a few parfait chunky skeins that I just wound up. They're like this big. We're gonna see what we can get at. Because I have a market May 2nd. And one thing I've noticed is that if I have a whole bunch of scraps, I just end up buying more yarn instead of using what I have. Why? I don't know. But I'm winding yarn. So as you can tell, these are some labels from the yarn I've wound. I'm keeping these so once I use them, I can put them in that particular spot. But anyways, so I'm doing that. That will be today's goal, is to clean up some more and like transferring yarn, because I have some empty spaces now, so like I can go back in and fill them. And like where I sit to film, like I think I'm just gonna fill that with yarn as well. So there's skeins in there that I have that like I've only got one of, or like I'm getting rid of it, like Big Twist Plush, like I'm using it. Like I'm not getting rid of it, but I'm using it up, then that's what I'm doing. So I'm still winding yarn, I'm still making projects. You know, some things are whips, some things are not. But I have enjoyed doing like the scrappy snakes. I don't know how well they'll do, but I do like doing them. Just because like it's a snake. I think little boys and little girls would like a little variation. But yeah, we're gonna do that. I've actually got this room pretty cleaned up. Some of these bags are just going to sit here until we can move them out to the shed. Then once that happens, then I'll have some more. Like I need to put my 3 drawer underneath here. I've got 2 more I need to fill up. So yeah, we're gonna just see what we can get done. Today is a finished cleaning, working on scraps while I am winding yarn. Because I have a top up above where I put all of my cake skeins. And it's really been beneficial to like cake up yarn. And then like that's the yarn I use first. Unless I'm gonna make a big project, and then like I might grab a full skein. But it's been nice to be able to be like, hey, I was able to do this. So we're gonna get back to that. It is currently 1:22. Realistically need to be done cleaning and stuff by 6. But I'm slowly doing things, so we'll see. But I'll check in with y'all probably later tonight, show you what all I did. Bye guys. And guys, I'm just going to come on here real quickly and show you what I have been able to accomplish from our scrap bucket. Now, when I showed you the scrap bucket, these 2 were not in there. But I have been working on bees. And like I had like a little scrap ball of white left. This is all I had left from that white that I had. The white was probably about this size when I started making the wings. And then like now, that's all that was left. And I was able to make 3 bees. So I'm going to show you the bee I work on. This is the No Sew bee from the Bobble Stitch Queen. I did get the pattern testers for her when she came out with it. I just do one thing differently. I don't go back and like fix the color changes. I just don't. It's not something I do. And I do make the stinger a little bit short. Bees don't have a long stinger, so. And then, like, once I get here, like, I just do my own thing and then fasten off and do it. Not that the pattern's not great. It's just something quick and easy to do. But I now have 3 of these. I charge $15 for these for big events. And then for smaller events, I charge $12. So there's that. Then I started making whales. Because, like, I had all these fun colors, but I needed white for the bottoms. So there's that. So I have 1 and 2 that are completely done the way the pattern is supposed to be. And then I had this one, and like I had less than this left on it, and I was like, I'll just go back and do 1 more round and then finish off in the white. So that's what I did. So, and I charge $8 for these at my smaller markets, and then for my bigger markets I charge $10. So that's pretty good. Like I said, I have plenty of scraps left. This is how much I had left from that one I finished off completely. This is what I have left of the purple. I don't think it's going to be enough for another whale top. I do have more of this, so if I want to finish off a whale with it, I can, but I don't really want to. Like, this is scrap yarn. What can I use to make this with? And since I was making bees, I just left this in there. So now I can make other things with these. This is a scrap ball of yarn. So, which, I mean, I do have like bigger skeins of scrap yarn. These are my Premier Basics that I have. So, yeah. And then, like, I have this one here that I need to use up. So, but this one is the next one I'm going to use. I'm going to make another whale with this. I don't have to start cooking today until 12, so we shall see. I probably will be just making bees and whales and snakes today, because that's stuff that's easy, and it's not stuff that I have to have a whole lot of stuffing with, and it's not something that I have to have outside this bucket. But I'll catch up with y'all later. Hey guys, it's Sunday morning. It's 9:45. I've been crocheting just off and on all morning. And last night, oh, my hair. There we go. Okay. So here's what our scrap bucket is looking like. I am working on something now, using up this gray. We've almost used up that almost full skein of yellow I had, so that's great. Oh, and I did add another ball of white. I found this, so I was trying to make, whales, sharks, and dolphins. So I found that to be able to finish. So here's the bee I have. I just need to do some wings, which I don't know if I'll have a scrap for that yet. So, but I did get the body done. It's a big bee. So, yay. Just to update you, I have 6 of these wheels done now. Just various colors. And I still have the one bee that I made. And now I've made 2 spiders. So I've also made 2 lapis shells, like I said I was going to. So I'm gonna finish using up this gray. I think we'll make a couple more wheels with this. And then once that's done, I think I'll be able to get at least one or more out of this. So, but yeah, I needed to make 2 lapis shells because I need to make lapis. So I needed to make 2 of them for inventory, one for mine and then one for the Ohio State inventory that I have. And yeah, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. I mean, I have to build up this bucket just about. Probably got enough room to add a few more things, but we're gonna figure out how to make a bit more room. So yeah, so we've almost got food. I've got a little room right here to put some more stuff. So, but I mean, that's so far that's a lot made out of my scraps, and I still have more scraps to use. So we'll definitely be making a pink spider and a pink whale, most definitely with this. And I'm gonna make some whales out of this. I'm hoping this will be enough to get a spider. I need to restock spider colors and more of the colors, so I'm hoping to use this up. So yeah, we're gonna rock and we're gonna roll, and we're gonna see what we all get done today. Like I said, this video's not coming out today. I have a video that will come out tomorrow, and it's my whale that I make in January. Then I'm gonna do my whale that I make in February, and so this week I can use this up and go ahead and have it pre-recorded and get it edited and up and running. So we have that. But yeah, I will catch y'all in a little while. I do not know if we're going live today because today is Sunday, but Kat has a market, so I don't know if we're going live. So we shall see. But if not, we're gonna crochet. So, bye guys. Hey guys. Alright, it's Wednesday. I'm coming up for an update for our scraps. What all have I gotten done in the last couple of days? Most of this I did today. But we're gonna see what all I accomplished. And since I updated y'all last, I don't remember if it was Monday night or Sunday night. Okay, so let me show you the first thing. Okay. So I used up the last little bit of red I have and the poppy and the Premier Basics, and I'm starting the Triceratops. So I think I need to recenter my eye, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm almost actually done with this, so just set that to the side. It's also a new month, which means I've got to total up how much yarn I actually used since Sunday. So all of these skeins of yarn I've used is from Sunday. So the next thing I did is I made this Triceratops. Of course, it's not completely stuffed. It doesn't have its little details yet, but the body is crocheted. Okay. Then I took that same yarn, because I didn't have much left of it, and I started making a whale. This has yellow in it, and I got to the tail and needed and ran out of yarn. So I just used yellow to finish off the tail and the bottom. And I think it's cute. I think it's unique. Don't think there's another one like this in my batch. So there's that one. Okay. So that was all up until yesterday. So then this morning I made, well, this morning I finished this guy off. I started off with this guy. Then I made 3 tops for the whales in different colors. Then the next thing I did is I made a turtle. So I already had the shell done. But I finished off the green. And this is how much I have left of it. So this is how much I have left of the yellow. I have this much of these colors. So this is actually one skein. I think this is another. So I probably will make a whale with this. And if I have anything left over, I'll start a triceratops in this color. Because I need dinos. I need small dinos. Same thing with this. I'm going to make another pink dino with this. This, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Okay, so that's all the scraps I had actually in my bag. I think planning to use, no, I need to use up this. So there's that. Alright, so let's look at the scraps I have left in this bucket. So I have this green, which I'll probably make a gator or two tonight with. Because I have another scrap of green that was in my bag that I take to work. So I have this green here that I was going to use for gators. So I'm actually going to set these two aside for gators. I'll put this little bit of scrap in here. So to be honest, this is probably going to be used for a snake, and then I'll have these two. So there's that. I have those two. I have this left. I have this much of a brown left. I've got some purple, black. This is the Parfait Chunky I have in scraps from my bin. Set that aside for the whales. So I may do something with these. I just haven't figured out what yet. Right, guys. And then I have this little bit of gray left in the chenille yarn. I think this is Sweet Snow's light. But yeah, so I'm slowly working my way through this yarn. I mean, y'all saw my basket I started out with. Let's see if I can show y'all. Now, this is what I have left. So, I mean, I probably have used half of it. So, probably will use this to make a spider. I might use this to make a spider. I don't know if I've ever made a pink sparkle fire. But that's maybe what I do with that. But first off, we're going to finish the well we started. I might go ahead and use some of this white and finish off some of these. So, and then I have this pink I want to go through. But we're just gonna see what all we get done. This I may not use just yet because it wasn't in the original part of it, so it doesn't really count for this video. But I do know I would like to make a gator out of this. I never made a gator in this color and see how well it does. Or I may make leggy froggies out of this. So, we'll see. But that's the plan for the night. So I'm going to take these out because those are the skeins I would like to use up first. And then to move on. So, but I will be back to show you more once I have more done. Or until this week is up. So, but my friend Kat is going live tonight. So that should be fun. But yeah. I'll catch y'all later. Bye guys. Hey guys. Alright, I'm coming on. We're wrapping up this video. I'll show you everything I made with scrap yarn that I had this week. So, the first thing I did was I made turtles. So this is Tice, the Sea Turtle by Old Soul Factory. So I already had the shell made for all of these. Well, I mean, as you can tell, I made one for this one. But anyways, yeah, I love these colors that I picked out. I think this is Caribbean in Premier Basics. This is chocolate. So, this one just needs embroidered eyes. I just haven't done that yet. But yes, this is one of my best-selling patterns. I sell it in $20 in the Burnett in the Premier Basics. And with this pattern, I make it in a lot of different sizes. So, I make it like in with jumbo yarn. I make it with like Parfait chunky yarn, and then I make it in the blanket yarn. And sometimes I'll make it with plush, but I don't really have a lot of that in the colors that I want to be able to make the turtles that I want to make. So I just hadn't done that. But I have 4. So that's $80 worth of inventory. Now, as you can tell, this basket's very full. Okay. One of the next things I did was I finished off some snakes. Like I said, these are my scrappy snakes. I sell my snakes for $15. This is by Checks Dots Cotton. I use her pattern for the head and for like the how small the body is. But then I just make it to a certain length and then I just cut it off. So there's this one. Like I said, I charge $15, so that's $45. So that is $125 worth of inventory. Alright. Next, I made Squirtle. And I am going to get my phone to help me keep track of numbers. So that way I know what I am telling y'all for my calculator. That way as I'm adding up things, I don't lose track. Because I can lose track of things. It's been a very long week. We had testing all week, benchmarks, exams, all that at the school. So when I legit tell you it's been a week, it's been a week. Monday was pretty rough. Tuesday was rough. Wednesday wasn't as rough. Thursday was rough. yesterday was pretty chill. Okay, so we're at 80 for turtles, 45 for snakes. For Squirtle, I sell him for 20. This is by Beckmade Studio. I love all of her Pokemon patterns that she has made. They're so cute. And now she has made the trainer. What? So you know me, you know I had to go buy it. I will be making that for the Ohio State Fair I am participating in with Kat at Kat's Crafty Crochet Corner. We're having a little group of us do it. It's one of the only few markets that I'm doing this year. I'm still doing 4, but 3 of them are by my one. I'm not participating because it's still Ohio State Fair, so I will have a newborn. I will be doing the May market with my mother. And I think I'm gonna get my mother-in-law and my father-in-law to come help me set up as well, depending on that. So we'll just see. But yeah, so that is the market. In the Ohio State, I'm not attending. Then we're hoping to get into the Oddities Festival the week of the 16th and 17th of October. Kat's coming down to do that with me. Trying to think, is there anything else? And then I'm doing the Christmas one in Raymond. So I wanted to do Raymond twice this year and see if it's worth it, because it's only 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes from my house versus the hour and a half it takes to get to Natchez, and you know that I have to stay overnight for that one. And this past year it really was not worth it for me to be there, which was a little disappointing. But yeah, so this is what I am prepping using my scrap yarn for projects that I need off my list. Turtles were things I needed. I wanted plenty of snakes to start off the year. I want to start off with like $8,000 worth of inventory. Do I think I'm going to hit that by May? Because I think I'm at like 56 days. Probably not. But I am over 5,000. So, and that's without including my mystery as well. So, and I also didn't include my holiday stuff. Holiday stuff is just holiday stuff. If I have it, great. If I don't have it, that's fine too. So, but anyways, I love Beckmade Studios. Rebecca, you do a fantastic job with these patterns. Most of them are no-sew, but there are a few you have to sew things on for, or do a little extra detailing and stuff for, but they're so worth it. $20 to $25 is what I sell these for. I'm gonna sell the trainer for $30. So yeah, so he's 20. Oh, my bad. I have another snake. I did not realize I finished him. So we're at 160. So, yay, because we're at $60 worth of snakes right now. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you is spiders. I'm so excited. I love these spiders so much. Hold on, before we get into spiders, I did not have much gray yarn left. I remember telling y'all I went ahead and made the sales for Lapras. I'm hoping to get 3 of them, but we shall see. So while Lapras is not done, I do have her shells made, so taking these with me this weekend, this trip, because we're going to go see Maria, We're going to Georgia, cat's coming down, and I'm going to enjoy this week of spring break. Alright, so the shells just, they don't count in the inventory, so I'll just go ahead and get them out of the way. Alright, next is spiders. This is cat's pattern. So I tried to do a set of 2 eyes. I just didn't like it. So, but yeah, I had a lot of variegated colors and I wanted some solids, so I just, the few that I had enough of, I just made them solid. So I used up all of this. I did have enough in this to make one, so I was super excited about that. My spiders I sell for $12 with or without fangs. So if I feel like adding fangs, I will. But if I don't, that's fine too. So that's 5 of them, $12 a piece. You see my grumpy cat? She's normally not in the background of my videos, so for those of you who wonder if I only have a dog, no, I have a cat as well. Okay, so 24, 48, 60. So we have $60 worth of spiders. So I'm super excited with this. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is dinos. So I started off in the red, and as you can tell, this part right here is different. I just wanted to try the alternate route and see how well it does. But yeah, I used the last little bit of red I have. I'll probably take this with me to finish it over the weekend. Over the next few days. But this is a free pattern by Club Crochet. Kat did modify it a bit, so I used her modifications, and I think it turns out cuter. Hoping to have about 5 or 10 of these in stock when I hit market season. I have one in a green, so now I have a blue with these dots. So, which of course he's not finished because I ran out of white yarn. But you know, this was scrap projects. So all he needs is his little horns and he's done. So we're going to count him. So that's 15. So we're at 235 in inventory. Okay. Next, I only got one out to show you because the others are in market bags. So but I have 3 of these bees. I sold these bees for $12. So that is $36 worth of inventory. This bee is from the Bobble Stitch Queen here on YouTube and on Instagram. I don't know if she has any other platforms. I did get, this was one of her first patterns she put out. I think it was her second. I don't think it was her first. I think it was her second. And I absolutely love the way this bee is done up. The way she does the wings is unique. The way she has you do the stinger is unique. I love this pattern so much. Now she does have it where you can go back and clean these up. I don't. That's the bottom of the bee. I just don't do it. That's personal preference. Nothing wrong with the pattern. But I do have 3 of these. So that is $36. Next is this big bee. This is by Scarlet Garden Crochet, I think, on Instagram. Her name is Beth. I love this bee. I did get the pattern test this bee, and this bee actually sold at the Raymond Market last year. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to actually have this out and about. The reason why it doesn't have wings yet is because I was using scrap yarn and I did not have any more white. And since I didn't have any more white, I did not go and get any white. Just so we're clear. I followed my rule, which was only using scrap yarn. But yes, I love this bee so much. And the fact that it's a free pattern and it comes out bigger, oh, so worth it. And I charge $18 for these guys. And if I sell these two at Raymond, I may up my price to $20. We'll just see. So plus 18. Okay, we're at $2.89. Alright, I have lots of these next things ready. Okay, so these are just well tops. They are not finished. As you can tell, this is the last bit of the green I had. This is the last bit of yellow I have. So, this well pattern is by Channel's Crochet. It's actually her dolphin. I just don't do the top part. I wanted a different well pattern that everybody else uses. So, I can't count that one. Okay, so we're at 271 because I can't count this. It's not completely finished yet. Right, but back to the whales. So I have taken this dolphin pattern, made dolphins, whales, orcas, and sharks, all from it. So it's one of the favorite patterns because I can make several of them like this. And then if I go back and add the top, it's a dolphin if it's colorful. If it's one of these gray ones, I go back and add the top, it's a shark. You know, these black ones that I make, it's a regular black whale, but you know, if I go back and add the top, then it's an orca. It just works out so well. And these are just great scrap busting. If I don't have white, I'll either use the same color, or if it's a variegated, I'll use a matching color. And if it's not, like this dot yarn, there was yellow dots, so I just used some yellow. So, now let's count how many of these I have. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness. So we're at 271, so now let's do 13 times 8, because I sell these for $8. That's $104 just in whales. Oh my goodness, you guys. Alright, I gotta plug in my iPad real quick, because it's gonna die. There we go. Okay. So now let's add this up. So 104 plus 271. We are sitting at 375 in inventory and just working with scrap yarn. So if you think taking a week and using your scraps is not worth it, if you have a lot of them, you're wrong. Look at all the different like colors I have of whales. Like I just have so many. So now we're actually going to start putting everything back into the basket. We're going to see what the outcome looks like. By the way, I love these baskets. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby, by the way. I love this basket. my whips back in there too because I did make them this week. Full basket, you guys. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, any of these people who are the creators of these patterns, they will be linked below, or I will put their name for you to go find on Instagram. I hope that you love this pattern, and if you have made it this far in the video, comment a little well. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Maybe me going over inventory with you guys. Or it may be all that I have made in the month of February. But anyways, I will catch you guys later. I hope y'all have had a great weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below with a little wheel. And I'll see y'all later. Bye guys.